everybody. Welcome back to the Canning Nana. Well, today I'm going to be canning corn and corncob jelly, but I also need to can green beans. I have all these in my refrigerator that I put in my colander here, probably about, about 6 pounds worth. And then I went out to the garden to make sure that there wasn't any more that I was missing, since I'm going to be doing a canning session, and picked the rest of these. And some tomatoes as well. So I'm going to be canning green beans and corncob jelly today, as well as dehydrating some onions and some celery. And I will do a video on each and take you along for the journey. For now, this is what is before me. And I've already done a canning video on green beans. You can go back and watch, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I am going to be putting some garlic in with these green beans, though, and some seasoned pepper. And that's the only difference. So I'll see you back in a little bit with the corn. We're back here, and I'm still at the green beans, but I wanted to take you along because I decided to do a different recipe for my green beans. And I'm not going to show you the whole process because we've already gone through that with my other video of canning green beans. But I am going to add a teaspoon of lemon juice, some mushrooms, and some lemon zest, and some of my favorite seasoned pepper, my Laurie's seasoned pepper that I use in just about everything. And I'm going to layer that all up into my canning jars, and then I will show you the finished product. This comes out so well, and it's something different because I have so many cans of green beans already. And I'm going to process it for 30 minutes in the pressure canner at 10 pounds of pressure for my area. I'm at sea level, and it's just going to be beautiful. This is just one of those different kind of recipes for green beans, so that they're not plain. You can add. I'm going to put them in water. I'm going to put water in these jars, but you can put beef broth. You can put some vegetable broth in it, and add even a different flavor, and it'll just come out perfect. So something a little bit different. If you're looking for something different for your green beans, this is just one of those little added tidbits. So some garlic, mushrooms, lemon zest, lemon juice, and some pepper. So it'll be garlic, lemon, green beans. I think it'll come out pretty good. I've had these before. I've made them before. I just haven't made them in, oh gosh, probably about 2 or 3 years. So I'll show you the finished product as well as the corn. Okay, so here we are back at the green beans, and I'm layering my jars. Haven't gone in there yet, but I wanted to give one tip. I raw pack my green beans, which means that I put them in the jar raw and then cover them with hot water and put them in the pressure canner. Now what I do to make sure that I get enough beans into the jar so that they don't float up to the top is I put some hot water in the jar as I put the green beans in. So there's hot water about up to here. And then what I do is I let it sit for just a couple minutes and then push it down very gently, just like this. Now I've already got my mushrooms in there, my yellow beans, my garlic, my salt and pepper, my lemon, and my zest. So I'm just letting it settle in here just a little bit. You can see I have no room at the bottom. Now if you don't do it this way, you're going to have floaters that come up to the top of the jar. So if you don't want to pre-cook your green beans, which you can do, you can parboil them for 5 minutes, make them softer, and then put them in the jar and cover with hot water. Do it the same way, and then put it into your pressure canner. This way is saving a little bit of time, and you get pretty much the same results, for me, I've found. Now you can do it any way you want. This is just a little tip on my part. This is what I do. And then I fill the jar with some more green beans and then some more water until I get it to the top with an inch of headspace. Hey everybody, just want to bring you back here and show you my pressure canner is now venting, and I want to remind you to always let your pressure canner vent for a good 10 minutes, build up pressure, before putting on your weight, and then you start your timer. So in this case, green beans normally take 25 minutes. I'm going to add another 5 minutes to it because I've got the garlic and the lemon juice and everything in there. Not that it really needs it, but just in case, to just prolong it just a little bit and be extra safe in canning. So we're not really worried about the acidity. I put fresh lemon juice in there, but since we're doing pressure canner, we don't really need to worry about that. Green beans are a low acid food, and we did add lemon juice to it, but since we're pressure canning, that's not an issue. So just a simple reminder, and this is just about ready, so I'm going to go ahead and put my weight on. And then when this starts to steam again, I'm going to start my timer. And then I will bring you back for the finished product. Now, this was supposed to be a corn video, canning corn video. I think I'm going to do that in a separate video because I've done this green beans a little bit different and a little bit more in depth than the first one about canning safety as far as your pressure building and venting and different things that I've added to this one that I didn't have in my original green bean video. So this is going to be a separate video, and then we will have the canning corn and, yep, corn cob jelly that you've all been waiting for. I know that there's so many of you that have been waiting a couple days to have that video out, and trust me, it's going to be worth the wait. Corn cob jelly is amazing. It's really delicious. It tastes like honey. The longer you let it sit, the better. We have corn cob jelly that has sat for, oh goodness, about 2 to 3 years. And the longer it sits, the more it tastes like jelly and the sweeter it gets. And it's just scrumptious. It darkens a little bit in color. It is wonderful. I have won awards with my corn cob jelly. Won awards with my green beans also. My regular green beans, just nothing added, just a little bit of salt. That got a first place ribbon this year. And I believe it got a first place ribbon last year as well. My granddaughters helped can a batch of green beans, and 2 of them got first place ribbons for their green beans as well. So yes, my granddaughters also help with canning, and they love to come over here and have a good time. I'm teaching them how to can. They are 5, 8, and 10, and they've been canning for as long as they could stand in the kitchen and watch Nana, and they just love it. So get your grandkids and your kids canning and help them to preserve food. It's such a wonderful asset to have and a lost art, but it's coming back. There are so many people now that I'm so happy to see that are canning and preserving their food and dehydrating and gardening. It's just such a wonderful thing, and I'm really happy to see that come back. So I am going to let this vent and then start my timer, and I will show you the finished product right after this is all done, and I take it out after 30 minutes. Here is the finished product. This is my canned green beans with mushrooms, garlic, lemon, and lemon zest, salt, and seasoned pepper. They look delicious. There you go. Came out wonderfully. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe, hit the like button, and follow me on all my journeys with the Canning Nana.